Hello, good morning. My name is Freddy Oswaldo Cruz, and I'm a student from Advanced English Grammar, whose teacher is Licenciado Ángel Mauricio Mendoza Luna. And the topic assigned is Unit 11, Adverbs, Sentence, Focus, and Negative. Okay, that is the topic that it was assigned. Okay, hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This time I will try to explain what adverbs are for. Okay, so stay tuned and let's get started. Okay, we can use an adverb to describe verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Though that is the function of an adverb. And here are some examples. The first one. The manager talks quietly. As you can see here, the adverb quietly is modifying the verb talks. The second example, he's extremely quiet. In this sentence, the adverb extremely is describing the adjective quiet. He works very quietly. Okay, an adverb usually goes right before the adjective or verb it describes. For example, the apartment rented quickly. Okay, that was like an introduction. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, what are sentence adverbs? So, what is a sentence adverb? Whereas an adverb typically modifies the verb of a sentence, a sentence adverb is an adverb that appears usually at the beginning of a sentence and modifies the sentence as a whole. This type of adverb usually ends in ly and it's often followed by a comma. Okay, with all of that being said, let's see the first examples. Sentence adverb placement. As you can see here, we can have a sentence adverb at the beginning of a sentence. Okay, here it is the first example. Clearly, these are bitter controversies. We can also find this type of sentence adverb in the middle. Let's read the second sentence. These are clearly bitter controversies. The last but not the least sentence. These are bitter controversies. Clearly. I want to emphasize that when the sentence adverb goes at the beginning, we have to write a comma. See the first example. We also have to write a comma when the sentence adverb goes at the end of a sentence. See the third example. If the sentence adverb goes in the middle, we don't need a comma. It's as simple as that. Now let's read another example of sentence adverbs. The first one. I sometimes read a book before bed. The next sentence. Sometimes I read a book before bed. And the last one. I read a book before bed sometimes. Now let's move on to the next slide. Okay. What are focusing adverbs? Focusing adverbs are used to draw attention to a particular part of a class. They frequently point to verb phrases. Let's go straight to the point. Let's analyze the first examples. They just don't support what he says. In this case, the meaning of the sentence is that they think he's wrong. Let's see this one. They don't just support what he says. The message here is that they agree with him 100%. Let's continue with the third sentence. It says, even he can do that. Even he can do that. The meaning here is almost anyone can do that task or that activity. Let's see the next one. She can even do that. And the meaning here is it's amazing how many things she can do. In other words, she's the Wonder Woman, right? Let's read the next sentence. Only men can attend. The meaning here is women can't. The last example says, men can only attend. The message here is they can't do anything else. Because of the time, which is short, I will only read these sentences. These are the second examples that are required in the guideline. Mormons don't just marry for procreation, meaning they get married for several purposes. The next example. Mormons just don't marry for procreation, meaning they will never get married. The next sentence. Even she behaved very oddly. The meaning, she is part of the mess. Next one. She can't even. No, this is the meaning, right? She can't even participate in the show. No, that's the example. And the meaning, she has the option to do it or not. Only men can do this, meaning women can't. Men can only do this, meaning they can't do anything else. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Okay, what are negative adverbs? Okay, negative adverbs. There are some adverbs such as hardly, seldom, little, never, only, seldom, etc. that have a negative meaning. When we use this at the beginning of the clause, we invert the subject and verb. Let's analyze the examples. We rarely agree in such things. As I said before, whenever we have a negative adverb, we can invert the position of the subject and verb. Take a closer look at the second sentence. Rarely do we agree on such things. As you could see here, we invert the subject and verb, and the adverb must go at the beginning of the sentence. See the second sentence. Rarely do we agree on such things. I have seldom heard that idea. It's the same if we say, seldom have I heard that idea. The last two examples. They never disagreed with him. Or we can also say, never did we disagree with him. Now, let's go over the second examples. And as I said before, because of the time, I'm going to finish the presentation by reading the last examples. Here they are. We rarely order soup. Rarely do we go to consumers. I have seldom met anyone more committed to happiness. Seldom have I felt so violated. They never learned. Never did they think that this is going to happen. Okay, that was all for today. Thanks for your attention. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you next time.